Hi guys, today I wanted to show you how to get this beautiful, soft, smoky eye with these gorgeous lips. So stay tuned to see how I got the look. So let's start and let's put on some makeup. The first thing I'll be applying is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'm applying this with my hands. It really helps to warm it up and make sure it goes very smoothly on the skin. Next thing I'll be using is the Graftobian HD Glamour Corrector palette. The shade is Soft Orange. This is going to take away that blue undertone that we have under our eyes, and it would just neutralize the area. From the same palette, I'll be taking the shade Extra Highlight, and I'm just going to place this exactly where I want the highlight to go, which is around the nose, especially to cover that redness. A little bit on the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and a little bit on the chin. Then I'll be taking the Real Techniques buffing brush with Makeup Forever HD Foundation, and with circular motions I'm going to blend all this out. You want to be able to see the highlight, but you don't want it to be noticeable and not blended. That's just not what we want. The next thing I like to do is make sure that there is no creases under the eyes. So for that I get a clean sponge and I just blot that down, because since we did put extra product here, you want to make sure that it doesn't crease. To add a little more shape to her face, I did a little bit of contouring, and for that I used the Cinema Secrets Cream Foundation. Again, with the Real Techniques buffing brush, I need to make sure that this is blended out. I'm going to take a little bit of Graftobian HD powder and just powder her skin lightly. So let's continue to highlight and contour her face. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm using the lightest dark color just to set that cream foundation that we had put on the hollows of her cheeks. This is gonna slenderize her face. It's gonna create more of an oval shape. I'm also taking a little bit on the forehead, just around the hairline, making sure that it's nice and blended, down the nose, on the chin, and we're also gonna take this a little bit down the neck. It will give her a very pretty slim look. Here we're highlighting, and I need to make sure that everything is blended. That's why I go in with the sponge and then I blend it out. We don't want to see any edges. To apply the highlight underneath her eyes, I like to use a sponge, just for the same reason, the creases, we need to make sure that there is none. Moving on to the eyes, the first shadow that I'll be using is Vanilla from MAC. And I'll be placing this underneath her eyebrows in the inner corner. Then taking the shade DTF from the Urban Decay Vice palette, I'll make sure to blend this on the crease. Take it down to the lower corner of the eye, but making sure everything is nice and blended. Before I put any eyeshadow, I did put Shadow Insurance. I have no idea where the clip went. I maybe deleted it by mistake, but I couldn't find it to put it on the video. Then I want to darken this, and I'm using the Shade-DEFY from the same Vice palette. Again, outer corner of the eye, nice and blended. The next shadow I'll be using is the same Vanilla. I want to make sure this is very clean. So moving on to the inner corner of the eye and more of the lid is the shade Angel from the Vice palette, nice and sparkly. The next shade I'll be using is Revolver from Urban Decay, the same palette. I'm taking this on the lower lash line. This is giving her more definition, and it's just gonna make her eyes pop even more. I'm taking this on the upper lash line as well. I'm also going to take it on the outer corner and blend it upwards, almost as if I was creating a cat eye, but blending it up. It's gonna give a very nice smoky look to her eyes. Moving on, I'm taking a clean brush and I will just blend everything nicely. I hate edges, that's personal preference, but I just like everything to be very nice and blended. Next thing, L'Oreal Infallible Gel Liner, Blackest black, making a nice cat eye. This is my favorite brush for that. I have a video if you want to check it out on how to get a very nice winged eyeliner. Now for some eyeliner, I'm putting Perversion, which is the Urban Decay very black eyeliner. Super nice, I love it. To make sure everything is set under her eyes, I'm using Carbon from MAC. For blush, I'm using this beautiful NARS color. You could read the name right there. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so I'm not even gonna try. Then taking the foundation brush, I'm making sure that it's nice and blended. Taking Demi Wispies from Ardell. Love these lashes, they are my favorite with dual lash adhesive. That's my favorite glue as well. Now I'm taking the back end of the tweezers and I'm making sure, pushing them in, making sure that those lashes are not going anywhere. I'm taking L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. This is her own mascara, so that's why I'm going in straight from the tube, applying it to the top lashes, to the bottom lashes, and it's beautiful. Again, going in with a little bit of Graftobian HD Powder with a brush just to make sure everything is set. And no, I did not forget the eyebrows, so I'm going in for the eyebrows now. I'm taking a little bit of Charcoal Brown from MAC, applying it just a little bit to even out the eyebrows. And finally, some lips. I'm using this beautiful ColorBurst matte balm in the color 215. This is her own shade and how we decided to create this look because she wanted to wear it. I'm using the detailing brush from Real Techniques just to soften those edges and make sure that we have beautiful even lips. And that was it for the makeup. She loved the makeup, so did I. I thought it came out beautiful, that shade. It's gorgeous on her. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed filming it, and it came out beautiful. Here she is, ready to party. Bye, guys.